All right, it's about 10 minutes till 8 a.m. on Monday. The Supreme Court just dropped its opinion on Donald Trump's immunity. It's a 6-3 decision. They did basically what I expected them to do. They found that there is no immunity for Donald Trump or any president for acts of purely personal benefit committed while he's president. They found that acts committed that are in furtherance of the core constitutional duties of the office of the president, being commander in chief, dealing in areas of foreign relations, there is absolute immunity from criminal prosecution. And here's how that benefits Joe Biden. The Trump humpers are constantly harping on about how Joe Biden bribed a Ukrainian president to get him to fire a prosecutor who was allegedly investigating Hunter Biden and Burisma. That is foreign relations. Joe Biden would have absolute immunity for that, even though that set of circumstances is not even remotely close to what the Trump humpers describe it to be. Absolute immunity for core constitutional duties of the office of the presidency. Those two things, yeah, of course. You don't get immunity for purely personal conduct and things that you do that are core constitutional prerogatives of the office of the presidency. You get absolute immunity for. Absolutely no surprises there. The court is sending it back to the trial court judge, Judge Tanya Chutkan, on issues like, saying there's a presumption of immunity that the government has to rebut, but the government can rebut that presumption of immunity for things like using the office of the presidency to try to influence Mike Pence ahead of January 6th, using the office of the presidency to try to influence state officials to overturn their election results, the constant lying to the public about the 2020 election being stolen, the speech that Trump gave at the Ellipsis on the morning of January 6th, where he told people to go to the Capitol. The court did not say that Donald Trump has immunity for those things. The court said there's a presumption of immunity, but that presumption can be rebutted by the government with evidence, which necessitates Judge Tanya Chutkan, the trial court judge, to schedule and hold some kind of a hearing or mini trial on those specific acts as they are alleged in the indictment. I haven't read the whole opinion yet. I'm getting ready to leave to go to work, but I will read it today and we will talk more later on. But I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this decision. Because here, again, it's like in the second and third buckets where core constitutional prerogatives of the presidency get absolute immunity, that helps Joe Biden as well as it helps Donald Trump. Where there is a presumption, where it's murky whether or not an act is for personal benefit or for the benefit of the office of the presidency, that creates a presumption of immunity that can be rebutted by a prosecutor. That helps Joe Biden too. And it does not, this decision in no way, shape, or form gets Donald Trump out of the indictment that Jack Smith brought against him for January 6th. That indictment's probably going to have to be amended in a manner consistent with this opinion, but we'll learn more about that in the coming days. This decision's fine.